Hello everybody, I'm pangoduck and we are back at it again on Motorsport Manager with Team Pango Racing. Last episode we pretty much did all of the things that we needed to do before advancing some time. So let's finally start moving forward. It was a bit of a slog getting through everything, but we're there now. We've got some contract offers in, and that's really the first thing that we've got to wait for is trying to sign up our designer and our race mechanics. So let's see what they've got to say. Uh-oh, renegotiation. Uh-oh, okay, Kevin. Last chance? Uh-oh. He's insulted by the wages and the signing on fee. Okay, 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 so we've got to offer quite a bit more on both fronts. I really hope it's not going to eat into our budget, but at the same time, I don't really want any of the other options. These people I've approached really seem to be the best options. So I think we're going to kind of just break the bank and hope for the best. The fact that I've straight away gone to the last chance is pretty disappointing. Wait. Did that update when I... Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, that isn't what I offered. Okay. I think I'm prepared to give him 105 grand as a one-off. And I think we'll try 53 grand a race. 58. Oh, it's a lot, isn't it? Let's try 53. And then I assume we're facing a similar situation here. Let's go to our other race mechanic first. Yep. Oh, we do have one more shout with Becky though, so but we'll offer basically I don't know. Well, that's max. So I'm not paying a maximum. She's not that good. How much did I offer? I offered this, right? And that wasn't enough? Maybe... Well, we'll offer her 40 grand then, but she better fill that potential because this is quite a lot of money. We're going to do it because I really want these staff members. So, and then the designer. Yeah, we do. It's not our last chance, but he is really not happy. The signing on fee is disgusting, but fine. We'll give you 500,000. That's a lot, isn't it? Should we just try 472? What was the max? Oh, it's a... Oh, let's... Oh, we might get another chance, so we'll go 472. And the wages... I mean, yeah, I mean, he's gonna want, like... Let's try 97. I'm not happy about it. It's a lot of money, isn't it? What's happening on the staff front? Oh, it's just, yeah, considering. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm overpaying him, but he might not accept it anyway, so... We'll see. Let's just check in. It's been a few days. Okay, we're up to 86% from 80 on the reliability there. But there's nothing else really to do. I mean, there is an argument to increase the reliability of these parts because we are going to be stuck with them in the first race. But they're so bad that I just kind of think, do I even really want to go there? I'm not sure. That might be a mistake, but we're going to not even go there. I can't even imagine what a disaster the first race is going to be, but yeah, I don't know, we're just going to leave it. Are you interested in doing an interview for XBC Sport? I certainly am. Well, you've certainly picked a tough task for your first job. Are you expecting to pick up many points all this season? Okay, well, honest answer, no. But... the thing is I've got to think about our marketability, right? I'm pretty sure if I select this bottom option and say, you know, it's going to be a struggle, it's obviously the most honest answer, but I don't think that does anything for our marketability. So we're actually just going to be really, like, boisterous about it, and we're going to say we're going to surprise people. The driver's morale went down, but the chairman happiness went up. And I definitely care more about the chairman happiness than the driver morale, so that's fine. Gomez is seen by the fans as your top driver. Do you agree with that? Or would you say that Faith Anthony is better? I'm actually just going to say that they're both great. Yeah. You expected to finish 10th. Is that accurate? I think the prediction seems fair. We're going to hope to surprise you. Some pundits are skeptical whether you belong in the world of motorsport. What would you say to them? They're foolish to question me. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't good enough, and I can't wait to prove everybody wrong. Oh, there we go. We got some marketability from that one. Excellent. That's good. We need to start getting that up because 0% is horrendous. Becky needed an extra day. Please accept. No. Come on, man. I offered you so much. Okay, right. Vasily. Are you serious, dude? I mean, this is a lot of money. I'm really not sure. But I think we're just gonna do it and see how it goes. And if he rejects, then we'll get someone cheaper. So we need to offer another contract to another race mechanic, no matter what. Which is, wait, why is he still there? You have. Yeah, I mean, he has rejected it. So, oh well. So if I sort by racing series and we wait, race mechanics. Yeah, let's go and have a look. Is Kevin still there? So I assume if we compare. My bad. There isn't even an approach button here anymore. Bad times. Okay, well, Rachel. Oh, that concentration is so bad. And I really want a bit more... maybe we need to try and nick somebody from another team after all. I mean, Samantha Stafford is passable. This isn't great. If she has 8 reliability. If we did get Becky, well, she'd be working performance anyway in terms of part improvements. So I might just try Samantha Stafford. I mean, it's not great. It's passable. Because the only other real, reasonable option is to come and try and steal somebody and pay out their contract. Which we can do. I mean, I really don't know what concentration does, but it just seems like it's going to result in problems having 1 in concentration. Wow. Okay, that would be awesome. Not interested. Okay. Okay, dude. Alright, well, let's try Samantha, because I'd ideally not want to have to buy out somebody's contract anyway, plus paying a signing fee. So, bonus size. Signing on fee, right. 4.5 grand, maximum 45. I'm honestly quite happy to give you like 40 grand one off. Yeah, wages are fairly important. That said, we should be able to, yeah, we can get you a lot cheaper. I'm going to try 29 and we'll go long contract. Let's send that through. I assume Becky's rejected us. Oh no, we got another chance. Okay, well we need to make this work. The signing on fee. Oh yeah, I gave her maximum. Wages are important. Okay, well, hold on. Okay, so maybe I don't stand a chance anyway. This is the maximum I'm allowed to offer her. Let's see what she says. Come on, Becky. Oh, we've got to go do a race. We're so unprepared. Okay, it's fine. Right, that was before. Oh, Vasily accepted. Oh, and Samantha accepted. Well, that's something. That is something. So let's get Vasily in to replace Anjali. Okay, and let's get Samantha in. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, but let's get rid of Stefano. Okay, well, let's immediately... She's going to be doing reliability, potentially. Although, the thing is, okay, I definitely care about reliability more than performance, at least in the early days. So depending on what our other race mechanic has, if they have a higher reliability, I may well put her on performance anyway, but it's irrelevant at the moment. So let's go improve parts She's already on reliability, and she has all the staff. Those are 99%, so this is becoming a little bit of a waste. Let's do the other wings. Let's just crank them up a bit as well. And we'll keep ticking a very small amount on the engines. That's fine. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, we will immediately start designing a part. Where do we want to go first? Maybe engine. I mean, because it's a situation where you would say, okay, what's our worst part? And then you would go to improve it. The parts are all terrible. Like most of them are like barely worth even using at all. Should we just work our way down and like start with brakes? Or should we? I mean, it's all important. That's the problem. What's the quickest thing? Does it tell you? Okay, here we go. Base time, brakes. Brakes is the quickest, so we should get brakes for the quickest upgrade. That's my logic. I don't know if it's right or not, but that's what we're going to do. So, what was his brake skill? Oh, it's 11. That's okay. So, here's the thing. The designer has his own components at each level. Each designer has different sort of extra components, if you will. So he has, sorry, I have completely, he's got this extra where a build time is an additional 5 days, but you get an additional good component slot. That said, we do not have the correct building, I think, to even access the second level in brakes. So that does nothing for us right now. Do we want a bit of initial... Oh no, my mistake. You still have to... I mean, I still don't have a slot. Still don't have a slot. But you do have to select one of these to even see the second row. So, just ignore me. Just completely ignore me. The point is, we can only have one of these green ones now. I mean, tyre wear efficiency is kind of nice. But overall, I'd like to get the performance up. So I think what we will do... Because, I mean, we can improve the reliability. Well, we can improve... Yeah, I mean, the reliability we can improve. So we're gonna take the biggest buff to the performance level, I think. So we'll do that. 5.9 days. That's not terrible. Let's start building that part. Finally, we're moving forward. The race is about to happen, or the race weekend, so we need to take some sponsors. We are really getting screwed by our low marketability because we do not have many offers. But we will take anything we can get. So this is a deal for 10 races, which is a long time. So we're going to get 2 million total from the fixed payments plus 200,000 now. So 2.2 million in total over 10 races. Which isn't the best, to be honest. But we don't have any other offers, so we'll take it. And this is just a flat 1 million, and we can't really sign another deal for 6 races. Again... We have nothing, so we'll take it. We will take it. Okay, let's continue on. I think we are going forward into the race weekend. That is correct. So, sponsor select we have done. Let's check the part. Well, there are no new parts, right? So it's a case of, you know, is one driver better than the other, do we think? I mean, they're basically the same. I mean, there's an argument for either. I think we're just going to go ahead and say that Faith is our primary driver. I mean, I like the overtaking and braking 8, whereas he's got 9 and 5. I know he has smoothness and whatnot, but we're going to say Faith is the primary driver. So we're going to give Faith... I was going to say the better parts, but I mean, look at our 2 sets of brakes. You can't... There's no winning, but we'll give her more reliability on the basis that at least it was less likely to break. It's not the best thing in the world. They're spec parts, but we'll give her the more reliable parts where possible. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be such a rough race. It's fine. Let's go. So we're happy with the parts. We're going to the Black Sea. Tyre wear is very high, which essentially just means there's a bit of a multiplier on tyre wear. 30 miles. Fuel burn is low though. And the most crucial parts are engine and gearbox and rear wing. So at least the rear wing, ours is decent. You know, that's something, right? Something. It's not a lot, but it is something. Okay. This is taking a long time. Oh, there we go. Practice then. So, here we are at practice. Right, so we're going to have our two primary drivers. Our backup driver obviously will not be used. So, the long and short of this is, if we go on chain setup, we are trying to achieve the best possible setup as a percentage overall. None of this information really matters except tuning it to a good percentage. So you'll see how it works. The mechanic recommendation is huge. So I'm kind of thinking, well, if we move the downforce towards one end, which you'll see why when we get a bit further, maybe we can just move the handling to one end, do a bit of that. We'll shorten the gear ratio a bit. That'll do. As a starting setup, that'll do. Do we want to run you on the super soft tyres? That is a very good question. So there's like, did I say 30 laps? You can actually get quite a fair bit out of your tyres. The other thing to note is I believe in this league you can only carry, I think, like 40% or 45% of the amount of fuel to do the laps. That makes sense. If there's 30 laps, you can only carry about 45 or 40% of that amount of fuel. I hope that makes sense. We're going to just do it on super soft. I'm not going to go crazy into it just now. Okay, so that was Gomez. Let's just do something similar with Anthony. Let's just, well, I want the speed balance in there, but there we go. We'll just do that. It will become obvious why afterwards. There we go. Continue. Take practice. Right, send them out. We've already done the setup. The only thing is stint. Well, I'm going to bring you straight back in anyway. We'll send out both drivers to start their practice lap. Off they go. And then we're going to bring them in straight away. Nice to see our orange cars out there on the track. Obviously I could speed this up, but since it's the very first practice lap, you know, you can't speed it up. Gomez driving at a form of 7.5. Okay, this isn't looking super good so far, so 60%, so that's pretty bad. We've got poor, okay, very poor. So what that means is we are quite a way off the downforce, which means it's not going to be here, right? Because we're obviously quite a way away from a good setup. So we'll try something like that. The handling is okay. I'm still kind of believing it's probably going to be this way, and also the speed balance is very poor, so we'll put the speed balance back maybe in that direction. Can we just get a bit more handling, like something like that? We'll try this. Okay, yep, that's fine. Everything's fine. So, yep. Send you out again. Anthony, we've got a similar situation, 68%. Or downforce. So it's a bit... Oh, I had excellent speed balance though, so that's already in the correct place. Let's just get a bit more... Bit more on the front wing, bring the rear ring back in. And the handling, we've got to get a bit more out of the handling. Well, I say a bit more. It's not anything like what we need. Let's give that a go. I think that should be much better. Let's send you out. We will speed up now. Bring everybody straight back in. Okay. Oh gosh, I need to click send out. I forget. I always forget I need to click it. Wasting practice time. 93%. Wow, okay, we're close. Do we want to adjust? So we can see if we go on the previous setup. So very poor examiner. So the problem is it's quite hard to see where the excellent point is. I would say that handling probably just needs to go a bit closer to understeer and downforce a little bit closer to low. So I'm kind of thinking a bit like that. Maybe we can just, if we do, oh no, okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's bring that back. I might even try that. Let's try that. We can always go straight back to our 93%. Like, we have that setup saved. So let's do that. I think you're on good, excellent, excellent. Did I just see? 95%. That's pretty good. We're going to be happy with that. But I would. Poor to good is probably. We probably need a bit less. Well, a bit more downforce, I should say. I think we'll do that. Let's see if we can just bring. Oh, I need speed balance to come back in a bit. So, come on. Okay, okay, okay. Almost. Oh, that doesn't help. Okay. 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 Okay, right, we'll call that good. I think now we're going to be close enough and we have a 95% sort of setup to come back on. We'll just send you out until the end, because the other thing is the more they do actual driving in practice, the higher we get, you know, familiar with the race trim and with our tyres, and that's going to give us a bit of a buff. So let's bring Gomez in. Is that right? Yes. We'll bring Gomez in. We'll leave Anthony out. Great, excellent, great. Was that? 96. We're going to call that good. We could just fiddle and then leave it a smidgen. But I think we'll just call that good. I mean, we're going to be in trouble in this first race anyway. So we're just going to send him out till the end. We can see our knowledge here. Look, we're getting knowledge of race trim and super soft tyres, which will give us a bit of a buff come the actual race. Personal best lap, nice. So yeah, I mean we're close enough on both cars to, you know, to 100%. So we'll just let them get. We've got level 2 race trim and level 2 tyres, so that's nice. We're not going to get level 3, which is the maximum, but at least we've got that bit of a bonus. Worn tyres, yeah, sorry about that. It is only practice though, so chill out. Okay, pretty reasonable practice I think for the first time. The times don't really matter, especially to me. So, oh, there's no qualifying in this league. I should have pointed that out. So, I think the grid is either inverted or random. I'm going to say it's random, or at least for the first race it is. Anyway, here you see we can apply our buffs from practice. Our mechanics have not been good enough or have enough of a relationship to unlock any bonuses. So we'll equip these two that we've got from practice. So we do have a 10% performance increase on super softs. Let's just check the setup. 96. Okay, well they were both 96, so we'll just leave it. That's fine. We're going to start on super softs, I assume. We could start. There is an argument to start on softs and run them a bit more aggressively to burn through them. I think, here's the plan. I've got a plan. Obviously, the less fuel you carry, the more time you save on laps. I'm going to put 11 laps in, assuming I'm going to do 10 tyres, because we're going to run the engine quite aggressively at the beginning. That's the thinking. Like, it might not work, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, and then... what are we going to do here? So we're on 98%, which is awesome. We're going to probably... see, she doesn't run her tyres quite as well. I'm tempted to do soft on her. We also want to desync the pit stops. In other words, we don't want them both coming into pit on the same lap. So I think what we'll do on her is we'll run the soft, which obviously is not quite as fast and but has more life in it. And we'll give her a fuel tank. A fuel tank? A full tank. Okay, right, that's the plan. Driver strategy. We're going to start the race on driving style attack, which is the tyres, and the engine on overtake. And we'll see what they do and we will adjust. Okay, let's follow Anthony for a moment. Go, 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 go. Oh, it's not a great start. Okay, I think everybody has started, well, most people have started on a very aggressive strategy. Okay. Anthony drops to 13th, and it's a bit of a cluster in there at the moment, isn't it? And now our car is starting to show its quality. I think we will bring it back on both, just to orange on both the engine and the tyres. The super softs are likely to heat up quite quickly. We've already churned through 13%. We do kind of try and get like nine laps out of them. Anyone but Sabado. Okay. 15th and 18th, we're obviously expecting to come dead last. We easily have the worst everything, except the drivers. The drivers are not terrible, but they can only work with what they've got. See, there's no point giving them... in fact, I'm even going to bring her down to yellow on both tyres and fuel. Maybe we'll leave the engine. Well, the other thing to monitor is the condition. The engine is at 65. Which is a little bit scary. We need to burn through a bit of his fuel, because we are planning on bringing him in. We don't want to be driving around with super worn tyres, so we have got a bit of fuel to burn through. We will have to just see how that goes and monitor his engine condition. I mean, we can leave Anthony on orange for a moment, but we're not going to catch anybody on the straights, are we? I mean, I don't really see how we're going to catch anybody at all. So we probably want to be doing a bit more of an endurance game. Let's take it down to yellow. Let's go up to speed 4. 17th and 18th. Take it there's no rain planned. No, not at the moment. Okay. Oh, our drivers are scrapping. There is an argument for you to let Gomez through, but I mean, screw it. Scrap for it. Why not? Earn your right as the better driver. Your tyres are getting a little... well, both of them, the tyres are getting a little bit cool. The problem is, though, is I kind of want you to go for another 4 or 5 laps, so I don't really want to churn through the tyre. I mean, as long as it's not right at the bottom, the temperature of the tyres, we're okay. Okay. Gomez is climbing a bit. He does have the super soft tyres. He is starting to run them a bit low, though. We should probably try and conserve them a bit longer. I'm not too worried about this, but again, let's put you on conserved tyres as well. Somehow Gomez is 8th. I think it's people are pitting for super softs actually already. That seems early. Engines down to 53, 48. We in fact definitely don't want to be running our engines any higher than yellow. I mean, it's the first race. We're going to have some problems with condition. Let's just, when we cross, so we're on lap, well we're on lap 9. This doesn't always update, but if we refresh it, it will. So we're on lap 9. We've got not a lot of tyre left, so I think we might pit you this time, because when you're in the final third of your tyre, especially on the softest compounds, they really start to have a performance hit. So let's think. I think the problem is as well, is I'd like to burn through this fuel a bit faster on Anthony and maybe just do like 3 laps. So because we've got more than 3 laps, we can turn it up a bit and do a bit higher engine mode. But the problem is the condition is just going to start falling off a cliff, and I just don't dare. So I think we'll just leave that, do hopefully another 3 laps, depending on tyres. But you are going to pit this time. So let's pit you. Let's think about fuel first. There's 21 laps remaining. We can put 12 in there. Should we put 12 laps of fuel in your car? And maybe give you softs, just to make sure you can keep them. I think we will. I want to make sure that you can just keep, and then we can do super softs at the end for our last stint. But I kind of want to make sure that these tyres last. So let's do softs. We're not going to fix the engine. It would add so much time. And we're going to try a fast pit stop. Okay. Let's do that. Gomez is going in. Again, I would like to burn... Well, we can burn the tyres a bit more now. But, your tyres are cold, actually. Let's just try and get them up, because they're going to wear really fast. Get that temperature up. Okay, Gomez is pitting. Nice. No mistakes. No mistakes. Excellent. Let's just put you on neutral both. You cannot warm these tyres up, can you? Gomez. Sorry, Anthony. I was like, hang on a minute. How are you in 20th? We haven't even pitted. Let's do one more lap then. We'll just do one more lap. So we are going to pit this lap. Not you. Yeah, we're going to pit this lap. So, how do we want to play this? Lap 11. Got a long way to go. Fuel. I think we fill up again on here. Although, hang on, how long do your super softs last? 9 laps. And you get that performance increase. We need to remember that. Do we want to do 2 stints on super softs? Probably. Because we can't go to the end of the race as it is. But that does mean, at best, well, you're probably only going to last 9 laps. So we definitely don't want to put any more than 9 laps in. I do believe this rounds up. So I'm actually going to put 8 in. And even if we're wrong, I don't really care. Because I think she's going to burn through the tyres anyway. And if we did 8 laps, well, that said, that would leave us with... I kind of want you to do 9 laps. I'm going to bank on this rounding up. Might not be the best idea, but that's what we're doing. We will see. So Anthony's going to come into pit. Okay, excellent. No mistakes. Oh, mistake on the fuel. We lost 2 seconds. It's not the end of the world, because bear in mind we were going for a fast pit stop. That's unfortunate. He's like right behind me. We were going for a fast pit stop, so we already gained a couple of seconds in that sense. So 19th and 20th, which is where we expect to be, but we have at least pitted, whereas some of these people are struggling tyre-wise. Your tyres are getting a little bit cool. Have to keep an eye on that. I don't want to push the engines. I mean, 34%. We're actually in trouble here. I think we're going to have to fix it. I could put the engine mode into low to try to preserve it, but there's so long left. 17 laps, basically. But I'm just not sure there's any point. We're going to have to fix it no matter what on the next pit. So that's fine. We're going to go on that. Because we can half the kind of reduction, but is it going to last us the whole race? I don't think so. I think we're better off just biting the bullet and fixing it. I mean, it's our first race. We have a terrible car. We're not expecting to win. Let's just try and finish. I will push your tyres a little bit because you're getting rather cool. Yeah, it's fine. See mechanical issues here on Evans. I mean, a lot of people will have mechanical issues, right? So might be getting engine problems soon. I quite agree. We'll try to conserve it a bit. Well, we're gonna have to pit too early. I've not seen the extent of the damage, and I've now. Let's just slow it down while I think this out loud. We're not gonna burn through all this fuel before it's time to sort that engine out, are we? Which is rather unfortunate. Although, you know, we've lost time, but we don't have we keep that fuel in, so it's not like terrible, because it just means we have to put less fuel in. That said, are we going to finish the race in one more stint? Almost definitely not, I think, because we can put in max. Or maybe if we just get one more lap out of her, because we can have 12 laps of fuel in. I think we'll keep an eye on it. As we get close to the pit lane, I might just have a little think about it. Or let's take stock of the situation. Still managing to hold at 25%. I would love to squeeze another lap out. I really would. On Gomez, that is. Yeah, we're going to leave it another lap. So I really want to only do one more stop. Even though it's going to be a long stop, we're going to have to fix the engine. I only want to do one more. Okay, wait. Are we going to pit this lap? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to pit this lap. So, definitely just kill the engine. It's fine. In fact, attack the tyres. Attack the engine. Screw it. Might regret that. So, fuel. Yeah, so we're going to get 12 laps. Oh, there's only 10 laps remaining. My bad, of course. We've done a couple of extra. I think we will put in... Nah. Yeah, let's play it safe. Let's play it safe. I think that's going to round up to 11. We're not winning any races, so let's play it safe. We're going to be... There's nothing we can do. We have to fix the engine. That'll be alright. We'll be alright. It's just the engine, isn't it? So the only question is, we're doing 10 more laps. Should be alright on the Super Soft, do you think? Or should we play it safe? Because we will have to push the tyres a bit. Because they're going to get too cold. This is the problem, right? It's not warm today. So the softer compounds are just getting really cold. I think we might risk it, though. Should we risk it? Should we risk it for a biscuit? Risk or conservative? I can't decide. I think we're going to go conservative. Is there any point in having the faster tyres? You know what? Screw it. We're not. We're not here to be conservative. That might backfire, but that's what we're doing. So, Gomez is going in. Now, Anthony, are you going to have to pit next lap? It's looking like it, because, I mean, the tyres are getting pretty churned up. As I said, softest compound. Does lead to a bit of a bad time in terms of performance loss in the last third or so. So, let's do Gomez's pit stop. Tyres are on. We're refueling and repairing. The engine takes a long time. He is going to be in there a while. We need to make sure we remember to change its strategy. Am I supposed to be pitting? And have I already missed the chance? No. Are we pitting this time? Yeah. Let's just sort this out before I forget. There is going to be, I think, 9 more laps? 10 laps, actually. So... let's get an extra thing. We are definitely fixing your engine as well. And I think we're just going to go... You burned your tyres a bit quicker, so we're just going to put you on softs. It'll be fine. Doesn't matter. You know, we're not here to win the race, right? So, it's fine. Now, let's return to the pit stop. Everything's okay. Let's put you on yellow. As long as we can get away with on those tyres. Your tyres are freezing. Well, let's just put you on yellow. We're going to pit in a second anyway, right? Not quite yet. Let's just burn it all. Burn everything. Okay, Anthony's going in. For a similarly long pit stop. Okay, everything's good. Engine's getting repaired. And we're away. Okay, so now you do have a bit of excess fuel. But I mean, we may end up burning your fuel, but we're going to do it a bit later. I don't want to suddenly watch the engine condition plummet because I pushed the car too hard, you know? Actually, no, that's silly. Let's push a little bit, just for a lap or two. Not on the tyres. But let's push the engine just for a lap or two. We'll, when we get to the end of this lap, we'll just do a quick calculation on the fuel. The orange mode, basically, yellow uses 1 lap of fuel per lap-ish. Low will use 0.9, high will use 1.1, and red will use, I think, 1.3. So, you know, we have to just do a little bit of a calculation, which we will do now. We'll just refresh the lap count. So we're on lap 22. So we have got 9 laps left. Yeah, including including this lap and lap 30. I know it looks a bit weird because there's 8 difference there, but we have 9 laps left. So you don't have excess fuel, but you do. And in fact, you could do every lap on orange. We'll just have to keep an eye on your condition. Granted, you do have a higher condition than Gomez. Okay, cool. Right, let's do speed 12 because not a lot's going to happen for the moment, at the very least. Hopefully. Say that, car explodes. These tyres are going to be a little... I don't want to conserve them because they're getting cold. They're getting cold, so it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Bit dodgy. 16th, that's pretty nice. I mean, if we get to if we finish 16th, I'll be elated. That's great. Easily got the worst car. All right, let's just have a. This is going to be lap 27 for us, so 4 laps left. You do have excess fuel now, and we are churning through this tyre. So I really want to get you going a bit faster. I can't really conserve the tyre. I'm going to have to push it soon because it's going to get cold, and then it's going to wear. I think I've made a mistake. I should have potentially just gone softs like I have here. This is fine. Again, we're going to have to push that soon. We're going to leave it as long as we can before we start pushing it. So we'll just go ×4 and just watch the temperatures on the tyres. We're going to have to heat them up, but Gomez's tyre is going to get shredded. I think we can push this one now anyway. But that's fine. Let's try to push that back up. And then we better start pushing this one as well. Why have we got a condition problem? Oh, the gearbox. Hang on then. So the gearbox is gone. You've only got 2 more laps. Or is it 3 for you? It's going to be 3 for you, isn't it? 2.5, yeah. 2.5 laps with a red... I mean, the engine's nearly knackered as well. We better just pull you back a bit. How are you doing? You're okay. The gearbox is on its way out, but it should be alright. Right. The tyres as well. The flippy tyres. Okay, we're just going to go... It's 2 more laps, right? We're going to go... potentially we're going to get overtaken. But I think, even with the bad tyres, the bad gearbox, I think we can finish. And that's the main thing. Doesn't matter. He's going to get overtaken because his car's not performing great. That's fine. And I mean, if we speed it up, then the problem isn't in our minds for as long, right? So then it's like less of a problem. So this is the last lap, so... Yeah, you're going to get overtaken again. Your tyres are not in a good way, and they're cold. You might as well push them now, because... Oh, but then if you go to 0... But then if they're cold, they're going to wear to 0 anyway. Oh, I don't know. Just don't look at it. If we don't look at the problem, that's fine. Anthony's doing fine. I mean, 13th. You're going to finish 13th. That's huge. That's a huge result if you finish 13th. Which you look like you're going to. I mean, yeah, nobody's near you. That's huge. I think Gomez is just going to crawl home. The question is, can you hold on to 16th? Oh, yeah, I think so. In fact, I think everybody else is... Yeah, they've already finished. There was no point in them even doing the last lap. Okay. Forget about this race and move on. Dude! You have the worst cars in the entire league and you finished 13th and 16th. I think that's amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a bit of a crazy race, but I'm really happy with the result. Okay, so what was... The leaders were pretty much doing 2 stints. Well, 3 stints, I guess, if you count the start. They did 3 stops. So, 4 stops in second. Damn, I mean, how many stops? We only did 2 stops, right? We did 2 stop races. Almost no one else did. I think that's probably what... I mean, don't get me wrong. You can do more stops if your car is less of a mess than ours and still finish above us. But I think part of the reason that we might have finished up in 13th is because, you know, we stretched it out and managed to just do a 2-stop race. Wow, a skull? Did he die or did he just not finish? Okay, right, great. Yeah, awesome result. Our very first race with the worst cars by a long margin. Really happy with that. Let's see if anybody broke any rules with illegal parts. Nope, doesn't look like it. Sabado got fastest lap. He gets a couple of extra points for his troubles. Wait, we got points? Everyone gets points? I suppose they do. Yeah, by default, everyone actually gets points. Oh, well, 8 points. We'll take it. Look at that. Alright, we have points. We're not last. We're not last in the team championship. And that is worth celebrating. Okay. Okay, so our drivers' morale went up, which is good. I assume that, yeah, neither driver improved because they've already maxed out their potential. Our reserve driver actually got worse. That's fine. Our relationship with the mechanics went up. The chairman happiness went up because, you know, we finished 9th as a team rather than 10th. And we got a bit of marketability as well. Oh, awesome. Okay, great. Our expenses... Not ideal. We need more sponsors. Not ideal. Okay, excellent. So, this has already turned into 3/4 of an hour just to do like one race, but let's just try and sort out a few things before we leave it. Okay, car condition, yeah, they're going to obviously repair it. An interview, yeah, sure. So Gerard won. Think you're working with him in the future? I mean, he's an interesting driver and anything can happen in motorsport. Okay, he gets morale. Okay, sure. Pit crew. Obviously, so as you can see, all their stamina's gone down. I mean, this mistake percentage, that is not ideal. But as we previously discussed, our current replacements are woeful. So let's see if we've got. Oh, here we go. If I see generically like a couple of 8s, I'm basically sold compared to what we have. The money, it's not great having to pay the signing fees, but we need something else. You know, what we've got is not good. It's not good at all. I mean, what use is this guy, honestly? Both of them. In fact, I might... Can we just, like, fire? Yeah. No, just fire. And we'll fire... Because, I mean, if you've got low stamina and low stats, like, why are you even here? Do need to keep a little bit of an eye on their contracts, but I assume they're all on fresh ones. 11 races. Yeah, I think they're all going to be 11 races. Okay, so... This guy could just work the rear jack, but... Fix it. Oh, 5 and 10. I like that. Let's get you Basically, I think all of these people are better than what we have. Let's just work out who we're subbing. So we need another rear jack. Well, no. Let's worry about the tyres and refueling first. So definitely you. This isn't super great, is it? I mean, there's a 4 and a 7. Tyres and fixing. Yep, the 5 and the 10. And now... Oh no, we haven't done the rear jack yet. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Isn't 8 and 3 the best we're going to do? Somebody that's not tired? I mean, I know Gibson's stamina's not that low, but hang on. I think maybe I might even hire both of these, you know. I know we're spending a lot of money, but we need someone to do the rear jack as well. Well, hang on then. We've just picked up you. The front jack. I mean, you see, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? I mean, we could just leave you in for another race, or I mean, Gibson has a slightly higher. I mean, 84. What's the? It's only a small mistake chance, so we'll leave it with Gibson, and the rear we can do Lewis. So we'll just do that for now. The pit stop time is not good, but I mean, hey, it happens. At least the mistake chance isn't huge on anybody. That's pretty reasonable. Okay, sorry, that took ages. Right, let's move on. We need to just try and get this contract sorted. Nice! Becky accepted. That's huge. Great. Sign. Goodbye, Rico. That's awesome. Okay, great. We have some better staff. So let's just go to the car. Oh, it's still being repaired, so we can't do anything. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just wait then. Yeah, new race mechanic. That is fine. Staff. Yeah. Okay. Sponsors. Well, we'll wait. There's no real point in signing another sponsor deal until closer to the next race, because we don't gain anything. Okay, we finished the brakes. Or maybe we will the next time I hit continue. I bet we don't have them yet, do we? No. Next time I hit continue. Later today. There we go. Is the car also being repaired? It's finished. Awesome. Brakes build finished. Great. So... here we go. So we're gonna... Look at that. It's such... Even though these are not good, it's such a boost. So we're gonna give Anthony those. And I think we'll give Gomez at least the more reliable brakes. That's the plan. So we do need to improve the reliability on this before the race. I haven't forgotten, don't worry. So we are going to just sack that off and go all in on this brake. One day after race. So by the time we race, it will be up there. I think I'm actually just going to leave this as the only component to be improved, because we just want that one to be hammered up as much as possible. So that's all cool. That's excellent. We also now get a little bit more passive, even on both sides, because we have better race mechanics. Now what we're going to do is probably just design brakes for the other car and do the same thing again. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, because it is the fastest. In fact, when's the next race? 22 days. We could potentially... I wonder. Let's see how quickly this gets up in reliability. Because... Well, let's think. It's not great, actually, is it? It's only 3.4% a day. Should I have swapped you? Reliability 8, reliability 9. But she has half the performance. Samantha has half the performance of Becky in exchange for 1 extra reliability. We're going to leave it. Are we going to leave it? No, we're not going to leave it because we don't care about... performance at the moment. We're not really improving performance on anything we care about. There is an argument to start improving this. Is that better than doing the engine? Probably. I know I'm just kind of asking a lot of rhetorical questions, but so anyway, my point was, by the time we finish the next set of brakes, hopefully this would have gone up quite a bit, and we could either swap them or stick both in and just get them both up to at least a passable level of reliability. That's the hope. So let's get another brake. And I think because we've built one, that's why we get we've now designed and built one brake. Well, one set of brakes, I should say. So I think we now get an extra slot. So if I, like, for example, chose this additional good slot, I could actually pick 2 of these. So, but the question is, do we want to do... I do not want a risk, like an illegal part risk. I just no. We can't even go there. And do we even want this, which only affects wet tyres and inters? We honestly, I don't think so. So we're not going to bother with this. We're just going to have 1 from each section. I think we'll go full on quality. And then we'll just add this as well. There we go. 82 maximum performance. That's like out of this world compared to what we've had. So let's build that. It is going to take longer though, of course, because this adds 2 days. Wait, we don't want that. What am I doing? Hang on. We don't want that ticked. So it's going to take 9 days rather than 5 or whatever it was before, which is fine because, well, it's 13 days before the race. So this really might mean that well, let's get this built instead of yammering. Let's just get this built. This may well mean that we can just improve this for like 9.9 days or whatever it is, and then it might be passable. Is it? I mean, let's just say it's 10 days. Yeah, well, we get if I'm right and I'm not being silly, we're going to get 3.5% per day, 10 days, 35%, 75%. I'm going to go ahead and call that passable and then go work on the other one. I think. Maybe for 10 days, because that'll work out. And then just both of them for a couple more days. Well, you know what? We'll see. We will see. So we're going to leave the sponsor. We're going to move forward. It's now been almost an hour, so I'm going to cut it off there. Yeah, so great result in our first race, considering what we're working with. Really pleased with that. And we'll see how it goes in the next one. Hopefully, with new brakes on both cars. That's the hope. That is the dream. Okay, guys. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.